I came across something really beautiful recently, and I just had to share it. It's all about finding support in a place we might not even think to look, especially when things get tough. We're going to talk about how the natural world can offer this incredible sense of steadiness for people navigating life with ALS, right when that grounding is needed most.
Wow. This thought it really gets to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? The point isn't about finding some magic cure out in the woods. It's about rediscovering a kind of inner balance, when everything else feels like it's shifting under your feet. It's such a powerful idea, and I really want to dig into what that actually looks and feels like. And that's exactly what this is. This isn't some clinical medical guide. Nope. It's a human story. It's about a journey of rediscovering your perspective, finding a little bit of peace, often where you least expect it. And it's about seeing how that simple connection can bring this profound sense of renewal.
Okay, so let's dive into our first section. It's all about this surprising reconnection. I mean, think about it. Living with ALS completely reshapes the rhythms of your day-to-day life. It just does. And right in the middle of all that change, a lot of people find their whole relationship with the world around them starts to transform too.
What I find so fascinating is what nature actually gives in these moments. It's not a solution in the way we usually think of one. It's more like a support system. It grounds you right here in the present. It gives you a new perspective on where you fit into this huge, amazing world. And it offers these quiet moments of renewal, little sparks of joy and connection that become just incredibly meaningful. So this all begs a pretty big question, right? Why? Why is this connection so powerful? And that's exactly what we're getting into in our second section, the quiet wisdom of nature. We're going to look at some of the science, for sure, but also the deeper, more soulful reasons we feel so at home out there. And listen, the science here is just fascinating. This isn't just some fuzzy, feel-good idea. We're talking about measurable, proven benefits. Study after study shows that being in nature can physically calm your nervous system. We're talking about reducing stress hormones, lowering your heart rate, genuinely improving your mood and your emotional state. It's like our bodies are literally hardwired for this. And that brings us to this really cool concept called biophilia. It sounds complex, but it's a simple, profound idea. We humans have an innate biological need to connect with nature. It's an ancient instinct. It's the reason why the sound of a river or just looking at a forest can feel so deeply, fundamentally comforting. It's literally in our DNA. And look at this contrast here. It just perfectly illustrates the point. Our human pace, it's all rush, rush, rush. It's demanding. We're always looking for answers, always focused on what's next. But nature, it operates on a completely different rhythm. It's slow, it's patient, it's grounded in these ancient cycles. And you know what? It demands absolutely nothing from us. And that right there, I think that's the crucial insight. In nature, there is zero judgment. It doesn't care if you're strong or weak, happy or sad. It doesn't ask you to be anything other than what you are in that moment. It just holds space for it all. Grief, hope, fear, joy, whatever. It's a place of just profound acceptance. Okay, now we're really getting to the heart of it. Section 3, Lessons from a Living World. This is where we explore the incredible metaphors that nature gives us. Metaphors for life, for change, and for acceptance that can be just so supportive. The seasons are maybe the most powerful teachers we have. They're a constant reminder that life is a cycle. Spring comes around and shows us, hey, renewal is always possible. Summer is here to teach us to just savor those moments of warmth and joy. Then autumn comes and reveals this incredible beauty in letting go. And winter shows us that being still isn't an end. It's a vital, necessary part of the rhythm of life. And let's talk about water for a second. It has this uniquely restorative power, doesn't it? I mean, the sound, the movement, it's predictable, and that's just so calming to our brains. But on a symbolic level, it's even deeper. Think about a river. It represents continuity. It's a reminder that even when our own lives feel stuck or completely uncertain, the larger flow of life, it just keeps going. So, okay, all of this sounds really beautiful, right? But it brings up a very important, very practical question. And that's what Section 4 is all about. Nature meets you where you are. We're going to talk about how this connection is actually accessible to everyone, no matter what their circumstances or mobility might be. Yeah, let's just address the elephant in the room, head on. It's one thing to talk about hiking through forests and sitting by rivers, but How is this really possible when mobility is a challenge? It's a crucial question, and the answer, you might be surprised, is a lot broader than we think. Because here's the thing, nature is literally everywhere. Yes, of course, it's in the accessible trails and the botanical gardens, but it's also the view of the sky from your window. It's that one potted plant you have on the windowsill. It's hearing the birds at dawn or just feeling the sunlight on your skin. It's all about broadening our definition of what it actually means to be in nature. And this, I think, is the key takeaway. The goal isn't the distance you travel. It's not about the hike you take or the mountain you climb. It's about the quality of the connection you feel, even if it's just for a single moment. It's about presence, not performance. So how do you actually build this into your life? Well, you create a personal practice, and you start small, super small. Maybe it's just a few minutes sitting by a window each morning. Then you get intentional about it. You really listen for the birds. You really look at the clouds. You can bring nature inside with a few plants. And the most important part, you take a second to reflect, to just notice how these little moments make you feel. Over time, it becomes this steady, reliable companion in your life. And all of this brings us to our final section, renewal of the spirit. This is where it all comes together. We're going to see how all these threads weave into this bigger idea of rediscovering a sense of meaning, of your place in this vast living world.
Now, it's so important to be really clear about something. This whole idea, this whole journey, it is not about escaping reality. It's not about denial. It's not a distraction. No, it's about rediscovering meaning within it. It's about finding those moments of beauty, those little points of connection and peace that exist right alongside all the challenges. It's about enriching your experience of life exactly as it is right now. Ultimately, what nature really gives us is perspective. It's this gentle reminder that our lives, with all the ups and the downs, the joys and the struggles, are part of something so much bigger than just us. Something vast and beautiful and incredibly enduring. And you know what? There is such immense comfort and strength to be found in that feeling of belonging. So I'll leave you with a question to carry forward with you. It's more of an invitation, really. In your own life, right now, in this very moment, what beauty remains to be noticed?